Hello everyone, how are you today? My name is Hassan Sheikh. This is my second discussion board for Professor Barr's English 112 class. In this discussion board, the professors asked us to pick a critical lens that we've gone over online and then use that lens to go over either a film or a TV show and explain that through the lens. For the lens that I'm picking is the word illusion, and the meaning of the word illusion comes down to a brief cultural reference to a person, a place, a thing, or an event, or an idea in the history of literature. And just a little bit about that is what I've got out of that meaning is that authors are trying to relate to something in the reader's cultural side or what's going on in their society. So what I did was I picked a movie, and the movie is called The Count of Monte Cristo. It's originally a book or a novel by the French author Alexandre Dumas. Um, there have been two movies made about the Count of Monte Cristo. One was in the 60s or the 70s, can't remember. But the most recent was in 2002, and it's a lot better quality. That's why I watched that one. That being said, the reason I picked this movie is because it has a lot of illusions. One really clear illusion that I got from it, and I'll go through that in a little bit. But I did want to start with giving everybody a little synopsis or a little background on the movie. The movie starts out by the sailors going into an island with a little boat, and they're taking in the ship's captain, who's passed out or almost or is in coma, and they're trying to get him rescued or some help from the doctor or something of that sort. They arrive to an island which is controlled by the British Army, and also for some reason on that island Napoleon Bonaparte is there. And from what I got from the movie was that Bonaparte was in exile, so that's why he was staying there. But I'm not sure why he was staying with the British. I'm not a history major. In the case of them trying to save their captain, they stay there a night. The captain dies, but Napoleon Bonaparte pulls one of the characters aside and asks him to deliver a letter to back to France, and that's pretty crazy to ask of someone because that's like treason. Well, the character agrees, and then he takes it back to France. So the two characters, first main character is Edmond Dantes. He is the main character. He's the victim who gets falsely accused of treason for carrying that letter, and then he goes to jail or to prison, and then he learns some new tricks and tactics in jail, gets out from jail, and takes revenge on everyone. The second character, his name is Fernand Mondego, and that's Edmond Dantes' best friend, and he's the one who basically snitches, if you want to call it, on his best friend. And why he does this is because he wants to basically he's jealous of Edmond, because Edmond, after they've tried to save the captain, they can't save him, so they go back to Marseille, France. Once they get there, the ship docks, and they get off the ship, and they go to the ship's owner's company and explain him what's going on. Fernand is thinking that Edmond is going to get fired or demoted from the ship, but in turn, he actually gets promoted to captain of the ship. This infuriates Fernand, and he is jealous, and he wants to get back at him. So he goes, and he knew about the letter being given by Napoleon Bonaparte to Edmond, and he what do you call it? Snitches on him, gets him into jail and into prison. While in prison, the gentleman Edmond Dantes learns new. He's given up first, but then he meets somebody in jail, and that person trains him on how to read, write, fight, um, and turns him into I guess a new refined Edmond Dantes. And Edmond Dantes learns how to escape from jail, and he finds a fortune of gold, which belongs to the Count of Monte Cristo. And how he finds it is that the guy he met in jail has given him the map of the secret treasure. So he gets this treasure, and then after he gets this treasure, he plots his revenge, and gets his revenge slowly, but hurting a lot of people. That's little quick synopsis of the movie. I guess that was a pretty long synopsis. But finishing off with the illusion, I'm just gonna get to the point now, is that the main illusion I found in the movie was that, and this might get to some people, but don't take any offense to it, I hope, is that the author or the writer of the movie and the book made the character seem like a godly-like figure. When I thought about it, in the movie they make him seem like Jesus when he comes out of jail. He has a beard, he's got really long hair, so it looks almost like, Jesus. That being said, the character gets persecuted wrongly, and then goes to jail, comes back, and then gets revenge, but then again kind of helps some people. And for me, I got a connection of like God or something, or Jesus, because he got persecuted, and then he was crucified. But then again, it's that could be a different thing, but that's what I got out of it. Maybe they were trying to connect him to Jesus or something of that sort. I'm going on like 8 minutes now, so I'm going to close over here. Thank you so much for listening.